Hello, this is Laura. Today I want to talk about something very important, something personal, something powerful. Goals. Not just goals in life, but how to talk about your goals in English. Many people know their dreams. They feel their ambitions. They think about their future every day. But when someone asks, "What are your goals?" suddenly, they feel nervous. The mind becomes blank. The sentences disappear. Confidence becomes small. If that has ever happened to you, this episode is for you. Today, I will help you speak about your goals clearly, naturally, and confidently. And as you listen, I want you to imagine something. Imagine someone asking you, "What are you working toward right now?" What would you say? Take a moment. Think about it. Maybe your goal is to improve your English. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want financial freedom. Maybe you want peace. Whatever it is, it matters. Now let's begin with something simple. When talking about goals in English, you don't need complicated vocabulary. You need clarity. For example, instead of saying, "I want success," you can say, "I'm working on building a better future for myself." That sounds natural. That sounds real. Let me give you a simple structure you can use. You can say, "Right now I'm focusing on, I'm currently working toward, my short-term goal is, my long-term goal is, one thing I really want to achieve is." These phrases are powerful. They help your sentences flow naturally. Now let me speak as if I am answering the question. "What are your goals, Laura?" I might say, "Right now, I'm focusing on growing as a person. I'm working toward becoming more disciplined and consistent. One of my long-term goals is to create something meaningful that helps people. I don't want quick success. I want steady growth." Do you hear how natural that sounds? Not complicated, not dramatic, just honest. And honesty is confidence. Now let's go deeper. When talking about goals, it's important to explain why. Because goals without reasons sound weak, but goals with purpose sound strong. For example, I want to improve my English because I want better career opportunities. I'm saving money because I want financial security in the future. When you add "because," your sentence becomes alive. It shows motivation, and motivation creates connection. Now I want you to practice in your mind. Complete this sentence. "I'm improving my English because," say it inside your head. Good. Now let's move to another important thing. When you talk about goals, you can also talk about challenges. This makes you sound real. For example, "I want to start my own business, but I'm still learning how to manage my time. My goal is to get fit, but staying consistent is difficult for me." When you say this, you are not showing weakness. You are showing self-awareness. And self-awareness is attractive. Now let's talk about short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals are things you want to achieve soon. For example, this month I want to finish an online course. This year I want to improve my communication skills. Long-term goals are bigger. In the next 5 years, I want to become financially independent. Eventually, I want to build something I'm proud of. Notice the word "eventually." It's useful when talking about future dreams. It sounds natural and mature. Now let's practice a full answer together. Imagine someone asks, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" You can say, "In 5 years, I see myself more confident and stable. I hope to be working in a field I truly enjoy. I want to have improved my skills and build meaningful relationships. Most importantly, I want to feel proud of my progress." That's a beautiful answer. Clear, balanced, thoughtful. Now let me tell you something important. When you talk about goals, don't try to impress. Try to express. There is a difference. Impressing is about ego. Expressing is about truth. And people connect with truth. If your goal is simple, that's okay. For example, "My goal right now is to build better habits." That sounds strong. "I'm trying to become more confident in speaking English." That sounds honest. Never underestimate simple goals. Small goals create big change. Now let's add more natural expressions you can use. Instead of saying, I want, sometimes say, I'm aiming to, I'm planning to, I'm determined to, I'm committed to. These words show seriousness. For example, I'm determined to improve my public speaking skills. That sounds powerful. I'm committed to becoming more disciplined this year. That shows dedication. Now let's build a longer, more advanced answer. What motivates you to work on your goals? You could say, what motivates me is the desire for growth. I don't want to stay in the same place. I believe improvement is a lifelong journey. Even small progress makes me feel fulfilled. Notice the word fulfilled. It means deeply satisfied. It's a beautiful word when talking about goals. Now let's talk about fear. Sometimes, when speaking about goals, people feel afraid. Afraid of being judged, afraid of failing, afraid of sounding unrealistic. But remember this: when you speak about your goals, you are declaring your direction. That is powerful. Even if you are still learning, even if you are not there yet. Now I want you to imagine a real conversation. Someone asks you, what are you passionate about? You can answer, I'm passionate about personal growth. I enjoy learning new things and challenging myself. I want to become better than I was yesterday. That sounds confident. Or maybe, I'm passionate about helping others. I feel happiest when I can support someone's progress. Simple, clear, real. Now let's practice a complete, confident response. If someone says, what's your biggest goal right now? You can say, my biggest goal right now is to build consistency in my life. I've realized that success isn't about motivation. It's about daily effort. So I'm focusing on small habits that will create long-term results. That sounds mature. You see, speaking about goals is not about big vocabulary. It's about structured thinking, clear sentences, honest emotion, simple delivery. Before we end, I want you to answer something honestly. What is one goal you are currently working on? Not what sounds impressive, not what others expect. Your real goal. Maybe it's confidence. Maybe it's financial stability. Maybe it's peace. Whatever it is, practice saying it in English. Say it out loud after this episode. And if you feel brave, write it in the comments. When you write your goal publicly, you create accountability. And accountability increases action. If this episode helped you speak more confidently, press like. If you want more real-life English conversations, subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what is one long-term goal you refuse to give up on? This is Laura. Keep speaking, keep growing, keep believing in your direction. Your goals matter, and so do you.